that you may have, we may not yet have a product to fulfill those, but they're fulfillable. Does that make sense? So like we may know that there's a particular guru that we do business with who is able to get behind that idea and say, ooh, I've got a new way to do that. Let's create a new product to do that. So we have whatever it may be. At this point in time, we probably have 40 different products within all of Agora Financial. You know, subscriptions on the front end and subscriptions on the back end. You don't always have to fit your ideas into one of those existing products. Many times, because different, I'm gonna screw this, new and different is always better than better. So sometimes we have new and different stuff, we don't have a product to fulfill it yet. So the best thing you could do there is if you have a big idea and you're saying, I don't know where this thing belongs. I think there's something going on in the world, there's something going on with the prospect, I get it, I don't know where it fits. The easiest thing you could do is talk to somebody who's been here for a while and say, does this fit with our existing products? If the answer is no, you go to talk to one of the publishers, and we'll introduce all of them later. Some of you guys already know him, but like Aaron back here, you go to talk to Aaron, who runs his own business called 7-Figure Publishing. I didn't put the S on it. And you go to Aaron and you say, hey, I got a big idea. Joe tells me, Ryan tells me that there's no product to fulfill it, but I know it's fulfillable. Will one of your editors fulfill it, and how do we create a product around it? So it's a good question. There may not be a product yet, but you believe that there is a fulfillable product to be had that we can launch brand new. Side note, bonus note, almost all of the big money that we've made on the back end over the past 3 to 4 years have all been new product launches, right? Because new and different is always better than better. So let me repeat that. Very important point. Almost all of our big product launches, or almost all of our big money that we've made in the back end over the past couple of years have been product launches. It's no coincidence that happens.
I got this from John Carlton, but it's what really appeals to people. And if you look at like cold hard reality, the fact that you're going to have to take all your money and put it in your 401k and index fund and be happy with making 4 to 6% per year. That's cold hard reality for most people. That appeals to almost nobody because they already know that, and it's just not that exciting. The fact you could take $50 and turn it into a couple $1 million, that's almost magic, and that appeals to everyone, because everyone likes to make money. So, magic isn't real in the world, right? It's a continuum going up, bigger and bigger. Somewhere, say this is like magical, out of reality. Somewhere between here and here, there's a way we can make that promise and still give someone an opportunity, not a guarantee, because no one can guarantee anything in the world, especially in the financial markets. And past results do not guarantee future gains. Somewhere between here and here is the big idea, and you want it more toward magic, not realistic. Okay.
We're going to give you guys, again, we're in the theory part of it right now. We're going to give you the practice very soon.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you how theory meets reality very soon.
So right now.
Right now.
Okay, I want to give you guys a...
Real quick, Sean, you have a question?
Is there a point on that scale on the magic where you bump up against his comfort zone and he's like, hey, anything over this thing, it's like, I can't handle that, and you like freaks out?
No, I mean in the sense that people want to believe. So yeah, yes, the higher it goes up, the more proof, the harder it is to actually.
Maybe his life experience, whatever, he's never.
But that's what he wants. That's not really.
Right, I get what he wants, but just I'm about to shoot an example out there. So if he's only made 70, steady 70,000 a year his entire life, he doesn't really know what like $2 million a year would feel like. So he's like, whoa, that's I would love that, but let's get realistic here, things like that.
Yeah, I think definitely people are bound to, and there's a difference too on a front end or a back end. Someone you go on the front end, it's very indirect for the most part. Someone on Facebook, trying to tell me he's going to make millions and millions of dollars, he might be like, whoa, I already know you. Exactly. But like our existing customer that's already reading our stuff. But I think you'd be surprised at people's level of their ambition in life.
Right.
I mean, you see people play the lottery and the numbers there, even though the numbers are so.
Yeah, that's just like praying to God, hope it works. That's not really, you know, an investment type thing. We're like, hey, I got to risk some money on it.
A lot of times, what we're selling is dreams.
Right.
We're not the actual investment advice,
Right.
the managing expectations, so to speak, kind of falls a lot of times.
So
on,
is it we're trying to get them to test it, and then he's like you talk to the Bitcoin thing, give it $5, and he's like, you know, yeah, you can make $1 million. Okay, I can put in 5 and I can test it. If it works, I can grow from there.
So don't forget, we're selling just information. We're not actually
Yeah,
selling them investments. So someone might buy something on that sense, saying like, this probably won't even work, but
right.
I'm still curious
Right.
how
exactly. That's what I was
can be
saying.
done.
They just want the dream, right? So the people who buy something like a $50 blueprint,
Right.
Bitcoin blueprint,
Right.
you know, how to turn $50 into hundreds
Sure,
of thousands.
right. They're hoping.
Most of them probably won't even take us up on the advice.
Right.
They just want to be able to dream.
Right.
And Ryan's going to cover some stats later. I don't think it'll be today, but it's about the amount of time, the percentage of time that we as Americans should spend daydreaming, and what we spend daydreaming about, like from a statistical study.
Right.
It's amazing. Like there's a ton of time that people just spend daydreaming. We're hitting them with their daydreams, right? That's what it is. Whether or not they choose to do it, whether or not
Right.
you know they risk a little. I mean, certain people are going to do that, but everybody just they want the dream.
Got it.
We're selling.
And within this is what they want, right? Within this, making this happen, there is definitely art and science of writing the copy to make it seem like magic, right? Writing it's not magic, or none of us would be here if we just do it, right? There's legal constraints. You know, there's that person, our prospects' self-esteem and what they really believe is true about the world. But that's what people want. They don't know. They want to believe that it's out there, that their golden pot of gold is the end of the rainbow.
And again, I want to make sure that this is a point you guys understand too. Magic is not a lie. We're not going to lie. We're not going to lie to the customers, right? So anybody can go out there and lie, right? We're going to root everything in proof. So making magic does not equal a lie. So just remember that as you guys are writing. Like again, we can go out there and lie about anything. We can make up testimonials. That would be a horrific way to do business. Not only would we go to jail, but we'd lose all of our customers. So when you're looking at an idea and you're saying, I'm going to take this idea and try to make it as magical as possible, that means justifying dreams. That means anchoring promises and then potentially backing away with those with more realistic expectations. That does not mean that I'm going to make magic by making up all of these 18 testimonials that don't actually exist about all these money. It's not a lie. We ain't lying. Is that cool? I don't want to be in a business where we lie about you guys do either. Even if it means $1 million a month.
I think there's enough amazing things in the world as well, and especially like the financial markets. I don't know how much you guys have experience you have in the financial world, or what your background is in there. But if you think about like the hopes and dream of every person on earth is reflected in the financial markets, it's pretty incredible. I mean, it's like the one number that we can look at as a country, the stock market being up, and whatever your political affiliation, you can't dispute that people are optimistic right now. I mean, whether they're too far one direction and maybe they're, you know, it's all going to crash and come crashing down. No one can predict the future. And what we're really selling in our products, and we'll get to this in another session, is opportunity. We can't promise, because we're not selling annuities, we're not selling bonds, we're not selling the actual investment. We're giving someone an opportunity. We can't make them put their money even into it. So that's what we sell. It's not, you know, whether or not it's realistic or not, I don't know, it's just whatever people believe. And our goal is to change their belief and get them excited for magic, which is what they want. Okay, I want to give you guys another concept to think about in the big idea. You can write it down. Ordinary, extraordinary, and the expression of extraordinary. Okay, we'll go over that with some like real live examples. You can look at this sheet here, the one that has the impact system on the front.
This is where theory is starting to meet reality. Ryan's kind of been the one who's developed this three-step process. You know, ordinary idea, extraordinary idea, expression of the extraordinary. I believe that in the publishing world, that's the most important formula anyone's ever put out there. Like, that's the clearest way that I've seen anyone express how to take an idea and make it into something that could work in a package in 3 steps. And we're going to get into how that works, but it's Ryan's idea, this 3-step model, and I do think that as hard of an idea as the big idea is to grasp, this is the closest to a formula for making it happen.
So we're going to look at it with some copy examples first. So we're starting backwards. We're starting with the expression of the extraordinary. The expression of the extraordinary is what I would say is your copy, right? Especially the lead of your copy, meaning the headline complex in the first 2 to 3 pages. That's what a lot of people think a big idea is, but that's not really, that's the end product, right? So, first example. What started out with Jim Rickards introduces new options trading strategy to take advantage of currency fluctuations. Kind of an ordinary idea. Ordinary idea in that there's still some things in there that are pretty interesting if you're a Jim Rickards fan. Options trading strategy. That probably scares the living daylights out of most people. It became big. It became Jim Rickards' impact system. The only way we've ever found that it allowed you to profit an extraordinary 1,246% or more from currency wars using the same secrets developed by the CIA to predict terrorist attacks. That's a $30 million idea right there.
Literally.
I know because I wrote it. So, what is the ordinary idea behind the impact system? So a lot of people ask me that. They wonder if it's some sort of algorithm or some sort of secret thing that Jim created. And some of that's in there. We'll get to that in a minute. But really, the heart of it is buying put and call options. That's all the investment advice is really, is buy these puts or buy these calls.